The Supreme Court is facing mounting pressure to resolve question of whether Trump, a frontrunner in race for GOP presidential nomination, can be disqualified from holding public office as state courts and election officials reach different conclusions across country. The first contests of the 2024 primaries begin in weeks. Trump's appeal comes about week after Colorado GOP, a party to the case, filed separate appeal and 2 weeks after Colorado decision came down. The decision has been delayed while appeals are pending, and Colorado's top elections official has already made clear that Trump's name will be included on the state's primary ballot when it is confirmed on Jan. 5 unless the U.S. Supreme Court says otherwise. But the High Court is unlikely to resolve the case as quickly as it did this week. If the justices take up the case and conclude that Trump is unfit for public office, votes for him will not count. The state's primary is set for Super Tuesday on March 5. Lawyers argue Trump was in no way involved in the riot. Trump's legal team argues question of fitness for presidency should be determined by Congress, not states, and that Colorado Supreme Court erred in ruling an insurrection occurred on January 6, 2021, and former was wrong on this issue. The president entered the insurrection in the file submitted by Trump on Wednesday. It was stated that the Colorado Supreme Court made a mistake in defining President Trump's role in the events of January 6, 2021. This was not an insurrection, and President Trump did not engage in an insurrection in any way. Trump argues that prohibition of insurrection in the 14th Amendment does not apply to the presidency. Trump's lawyers also argued to judges that the Constitution's so-called ban on sedition does not apply to presidency. Therefore, find Section 3 covers presidency. One must conclude that the drafters, in choosing to explicitly reference presidential electors, decided bury most visible and prominent national office within an all-encompassing term includes lower-ranking military officials, filing statuses. This reading defies common sense and is not correct. The text and structure of Constitution make clear that the president is not an officer of United States. They added, a lower court judge in Colorado had initially said ban did not apply to the presidency, but state's Supreme Court decision overturned that decision. Section 3 of 14th Amendment says oath-breaking rebels may not serve as senators, representatives, presidential electors, hold any office, civil or military, within the United States, any state, but he's not talking about presidency. Trump's lawyers also said that barring Trump from participating in Colorado primary if he is allowed to participate, this would be first time in history of United States that judiciary has prevented voters from voting for presidential candidate of leading major party. Among their concerns about lower court decision, true